The man didn't even realize when suddenly a thick steel pipe pierced straight through his chest. Trembling, he looked down at his chest. He took his last breath and the very next moment collapsed to the ground. On the other side, a few other people were trapped inside a strange cube-shaped house. They had no idea how they had gotten there. Just then, a man began to take out his phone from his pocket when suddenly a leather shoe fell from above. He was a little startled, but the next moment, a man jumped down from the cube. His name was Uni. He looked around at everyone, then, without saying a word, climbed up the wall. He opened the door to the path above, but from there, the body of the man who had been pierced by the steel pipe fell down. The sight left everyone shocked. One boy got so frightened that he quickly opened another door, but Uni grabbed him. To check first, Uni threw his shoe into the hidden room. The very next moment, a blast of flames erupted, burning the shoe to ashes. Only the shoelace survived. Everyone was still wondering what to do next when Uni opened another door and tossed in his other shoe. This time, however, Uni safely led everyone into the next hidden room. But even there was no way out. He used his old method again, first tossing a shoe to see if the room had any traps. It was an old trick, but it was proving effective. Every time he reached the next room safely. But then, disaster struck. This time, the danger came from above. Uni shouted for everyone to run, but all the doors in the walls were locked. Large rotating blades were getting closer and closer. Just then, they found a passage in the floor. Everyone crawled into the next room, but a boy named Haiji was so terrified that he couldn't move. Luckily, Uni dragged him to safety. Now, the shoe tossing method was no longer useful. That's when Haiji noticed that each path had numbers written on it. Perhaps these were the secret room codes. He also realized that if a room's number was even, it was safe. To test his theory, he quickly entered an even-numbered room. Sure enough, there was no danger there. After that, everyone used this method to cross 5 rooms and escape 6 deadly traps. But then, another problem arose. They reached a room where all the exits had odd numbers. An old man shouted angrily, but by accident, a voice-activated switch was triggered. Because of this, Haiji was nearly sliced to pieces. Uni quickly understood that this room's trap was sound-based, meaning as long as they stayed quiet, the trap would not activate. Haiji removed his shoes first and then entered the room. In this way, everyone made it out safely. But just as they moved on, a boy named Ding stopped at a door. Because of this, one of his shoes fell. The sound immediately triggered the trap. Uni swiftly pulled the old man to safety, but his leg still got cut. The old man blamed Ding, and the two began to fight. The rest of the group calmed them down, but it was clear from Ding's eyes that he considered the old man a burden. Suddenly, the room began to fill with smoke. Everyone started searching the room. Then, Haiji found a map on the wall. The map revealed that they were inside a cube-shaped secret structure with at least 800 to 1,000 rooms. Ding opened a door, and there was the very first man they had seen, the one with the steel pipe through his chest. That's when they realized they had been wandering in circles this whole time. Their spirits sank, but Uni gave them courage again.